Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is an inaugural, historic, whatever you want to call it anyways. For today's episode, I have MT Shark 7 from MT Shark 7. If he comes on, we have BC Retro Gamer coming on, and we have Riskman, who will be on in future episodes, or he may come on later today. We will find out. For today, we have MT Shark 7. Welcome aboard. And it's safe to say you're a gamer of the night, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, here we are. It's a pleasure to have you aboard. And
thanks for having me.
We're just going to talk some games. That's what it is. Video games. You like those, don't you?
Of course. I collect them, so.
We can start. Okay, there we go. There's our starting point. We can start right there. Can you tell me how you got into video games, growing up with video games, and some nostalgia with video games?
Okay. Well, I basically got into video games from my cousin Sean and Brian because they were older than me, so they have like all the systems. And I remember when they first got Nintendo, I would go over there and always play it. And I think even when I was a baby, my parents had my mom had the Odyssey too, and when they would babysit my cousins, like they would come over and play, and my cousin Sean would give me the controller, and I'd like try playing it. Of course, I don't remember it because I was way too young at the time. But yeah, as I got older, I would go over, hang out over there, and play Nintendo. And I remember when for Christmas I finally got Nintendo. I was like so excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I finally got a Nintendo. And I remember I didn't know how to hook it up because I was like, I think 5 or 6 when I got it. And I was like, oh, you have to have Sean, my cousin Sean, come over because he has it, so he knows how to hook it up. And I never forget this. My dad took the RF switch box and he plugged it into the cable input for the television. And it never worked. So, and then he put the cable in on the other end. And then I think, I guess my dad, he read the manual because I know my cousin Sean, he never did get a chance to come over. And yeah, I was just sitting there for 3 days. It was like the worst 3 days, like just waiting. And then my dad, I guess he looked at the manual and finally figured out he had to flip it the other way. But that was kind of silly. And of course, our television at the time, it was so old that you had to wait for it to actually it had to burn. The CRT had to heat up in order in order for it to display an actual image. It would be all distorted, and it wouldn't settle until
I hear you in the back there.
Huh?
Is that me? That's me in the back.
Oh.
Uh-oh, do you have headphones?
Yeah. Should I put them on?
Yeah, you might, because I can hear we'll be able to hear myself all day. There'll be 4 people in the chat here then.
What the heck is the headphones?
We gotta take a time out, folks. We just gotta take a time out. No, that's it seems like a lot of people you meet just start off with Nintendo.
Oh, there we go.
And we're gonna have our next guest.
All right, so there we go. That's better.
There we go. Where's Jeff? I don't hear him now. He must have gone. Did you kick him out the door?
Yeah, I guess I must have had the volume too loud.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry about that.
All good. So why don't you continue on? We're just gonna have our next.
All right, so yeah, that's how I got started. I technically was started with the Odyssey 2, and then my parents got me the Nintendo. And it wasn't shortly after that I actually found the Odyssey 2. It was up in my attic.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what is this? I've never seen this console before. And it was actually broken. That's why my parents just packed it up and
So we're just going to have a timeout for a second. We have Riskman2982 with us now.
Hello.
Welcome aboard, buddy. How's it going?
Good. Sorry I'm a little late.
No worries. Do you know now? I was talking. You don't know Mark, do you?
No, I can't say that I'm familiar.
Well, I'm gonna have an introduce to you. Riskman2982, meet MT Shark 7 from YouTube. MT Shark 7, meet Riskman2982 from YouTube.
Hey, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.
Riskman is our. What am I gonna say? Riskman is our other great friend for Gamers of the Night, as Riskman is, I believe, a Gamer of the Night.
You could say that.
You can say that. So we're just gonna we're just gonna continue on with Mark. Mark is sharing with us how he got into video games, some nostalgia purpose of video games, kind of like what we did with our first episode that was pre-recorded.
Okay.
So Mark, if you want to go on, he was just mentioning how he grew up with the Nintendo from his cousins, and he found the Odyssey 2 in the attic, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Go ahead.
Alright, so I found the Odyssey 2 up in the attic, and it was broken. Apparently the RF switch broke inside, like the connector broke.
Yeah.
So my parents were like, "Oh well, maybe your grandfather can fix it." So he gave it to him, and he fixed it. And then at that point, my grandparents had a place in the Poconos we would always like take mini vacations at. And here he ended up fixing it and leaving it up there. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, why is the Odyssey 2 there and not like in our house? And my mom
So is
was
this
like,
the same Odyssey 2 you have now?
no, I actually threw that one out because that one, the one chip was bad, which sucks. If I did keep it, I could have fixed it. But of course, at the time, I wasn't knowledgeable as I am now with repairing consoles. But I did use that board to learn how to solder, like when I self-taught myself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What do you think?
So-
That's pretty cool. No Riskman?
Yeah. The most exploring I ever did was I opened up an NES once to blow some dust out of it, and games started working again.
Ah,
It started working again?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought it said for a second it didn't start working again, which would have been a really sad. No, imagine now too. Now I know all of us. I think all of us can say this. Imagine if we all kept our old video game boxes.
Oh, that would be...
Oh, what I've had. I'll just list off a couple things I've had. Mario Kart 64, not a bad box. The Legend of Zelda 64, Majora's Mask. I've had all this stuff. Can you even think about it? Like now, boxes are getting expensive nowadays.
oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, collecting is a very expensive hobby to get into.
It's getting way more ridiculous now.
Yeah.
So now we'll shift over. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say, like I know a couple games that cost like $300, and it's like, wow, if only I would have held on to that thing a little bit longer.
What kind of games are we talking about? Like, what was the other one? What did I see earlier? PS2 game. Oh, I forgot. So we'll just go into this now. We'll go into the same thing for Riskman 2982. That I've heard all before, but how about for the sake of being episode 1 for Gamers Tonight, we'll do it all over again, and we say some nostalgia, how you got into gaming, and all that. Or should I take a stab at it?
Why don't you go for it this time? I don't think we've heard from you yet.
I'll take a stab at what. Here, let's see. If I'm correct, your grandfather brought over the Nintendo for you.
That is correct. That
Ooh.
is correct.
I got that on. I had to remember that really carefully. Like I know it's something like that. So you guys want to know how I got into gaming?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's 2 votes. I guess majority rules here. So, as actually both of you too, just like the NES, was just remember started playing the NES, Mario Brothers and Mario Brothers 3, Kung Fu, and Built to Win Formula 1. And those games just played with my dad all the time. Had a Super Nintendo for a little bit, played Super Mario World. I guess the game was beaten, but I deleted everything because I'm like, well, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, how come there's only one level on here? So I didn't like it. It didn't stick with me. And I remember asking for Christmas, I wanted the N64. Christmas comes, N64, Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64. I think you guys know where this tale is going from here.
Yeah.
It was a great day. It was a great time, and I believe I still love video games to this day, but I do believe it's going in a off direction.
Well, certainly Konami anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you do this? You know.
I'm sorry, is that still a sensitive topic for you?
I had a rant video of this, Dino, too, and I have it still on limbo. I just have to edit it up. You had that plan, didn't you?
No, not at all. It just you brought up how things are changing, and immediately that's where my brain snapped to.
Do you know what's going on with Konami, Mark?
Well, I know they canceled everything, right? I mean, I didn't read it. I just shook my head. I was like, oh my god.
It's absolutely disgusting. We consumers, who are, like, I'm trying to think of the game now. Castlevania series. Me and Riskwin have invested into that series a lot, right?
Yeah.
Or is it just okay? So I'm just making sure I'm on the right track. There's other games. There's Metal Gear Solid. Help me out here, guys. My brain's a little blank.
Contra. Contra was a classic back in the day. I think that was
Whatever happened to that? Hudson Soft has some of their properties with Konami too. What's going on with Hudson Soft? Because it got Bomberman, Goemon, and these aren't just small time games. These are big time games. Oh, the Suikoden series. Suikoden, you know what I'm talking about? SUIK.
Oh yeah. I think I played one of those.
Those are, like, again, these aren't small time games. These are big things. And just to have them deprived, like now, granted they have Pro Evolution Soccer, and you just hope they don't wreck that for those fans, because what's going to happen then? Imagine if EA came out, Electronic Arts comes out, and they just say, we're done with every sport game now.
Oh man, that would be a riot.
Well, right now, I'd say fine, get out, because they haven't been doing too well lately. But like, we'll go around the table. What's gonna happen? We'll go with Riskman. What's gonna happen with these franchises now? What are we gonna expect to see them again? Are they gone forever?
I think that for the most part, the series is gone. However, much like how Koji Igarashi went and started independent projects, I think Hideo Kojima is going to do that. All these developers that developed under Konami are going to do that. That's my opinion.
I mean, how would you feel seeing that and saying there would be no more Castlevania, no more?
Oh, it breaks my heart, but from the ashes there will rise games of the same spiritual ancestry. There
will be. Now, I do like that, like Bloodstain. Like, I remember we were just going nuts over Twitter. Bloodstain all day. And and even what's his name? Answer your question. Igarashi, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's right there. My mind's not that blank, folks. Now, now, okay, you get your spiritual successor like Mighty Number 9. That's supposed to finally come out now next year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody laugh now. Come on, laugh.
Uh,
Now, I guess spiritual successors are nice, but then you have to wonder. It's like I like the spiritual successor as everything that had it ever wants to be. But geez, I really do miss my Castlevania.
I will always miss hunting Dracula.
But for sure. What about
Or
yourself,
in the
Mark?
case of like Dawn of Sorrow and Aria of Sorrow, I think they're called,
Yeah,
being Dracula reincarnated.
absolutely. That's Castlevania. Like I really thought that at the time they were gonna do. I really thought finally they were gonna do a sequel or something like that to Symphony of the Night, which granted it's getting something like that better, but not Castlevania.
I can only imagine we're going to be fighting instead of skeletons. I'm just putting that out there.
Sorry, say that again.
I can only imagine what we're going to be fighting on instead of skeletons all over the castle. Because I don't think they're going to be able to have skeletons as a standard enemy anymore.
Mm, yeah, wasn't there a video on it somewhere? I'll have to look again. Don't quote me on that, folks.
If there is, I must have missed it.
That makes two of us. Well, Mark, just listening to some passionate Castlevania fans there from the publishers of Konami. Do you think we're overreacting in this situation?
Oh no, absolutely not.
How would you feel? Which one? Okay, here, I got a good one for you.
Hmm?
Let's just say, what's it called? The state. Someone help me out. Bethesda.
Bethesda?
Yeah, sure. For Wolfenstein, right?
Yeah.
Imagine they came out and just said, "We're done with Wolfenstein. No more. It's gone."
That would really definitely suck.
And
But
Wolfenstein again is a pretty. It's been a long time standing series too.
oh yeah, same with Doom as well.
Doom, no more Elder Scrolls, Fallout. That'd be quite something to choke, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like for me, like again, like I don't want to sound like a downer here. Like games are cool. Like I don't know. I've been playing Mario Maker, and someone said Mario Maker is gonna be a mistake for Nintendo, but you know what? That thing's super cool.
Oh, I've seen footage of other people playing it, and it looks awesome. It makes me wish I had a Wii U. It really does.
How come we don't have a Wii U?
Because I can only list off 2 games that I would play on it right now, and it's just not.
Super Mario Maker, and let me guess the other one. Super Mario Maker and Mario Kart.
Actually Smash Brothers.
Ah, okay. Almost there. You don't have a Wii U, right, Mark?
No, I don't have one either. But yeah, like Riskman said, like that, the Mario Maker would be a reason why I picked the console up.
I have to ask you something.
Yeah.
You refer to Mario as Mario?
Yeah.
What about you?
Mario, Mario, tomato.
Or Mario.
To me, that doesn't matter. I can say like to me. I think the proper way is Mario. Now, who can guess why I think that?
My guess would be it's the first you ever heard of it. That's the first way you ever heard of it pronounced.
Sort of. What about you, Mark?
How it's spelled?
No, it's how he says it himself.
Ah.
He says it's a me, Mario. So that's how I always went. Oh, okay, it's Mario. I don't know. I find people Eastern United States will pronounce it as Mario.
Yeah.
Is that a fair assessment?
I think so. That's probably why I keep saying that.
I wasn't bugging you on there. I was just in that. Now, see, for you guys, you might as well just wait and figure out what NX is first before jumping into a Wii U.
I've been burned in the latest console generation, so I'm waiting out. Right now, so far, the best console I have is my PC, and that's saying something right there.
That's saying a lot right there. And now, what do you mean you got burned out by the net generation here?
Well, for instance, and I don't want to eat up too much time about this, but
You got all the time
really
you need. He's got all the time he needs, right, Mark? He can go all
Yeah,
night, right?
yeah,
He got all
definitely.
night. Here we go. The floor is wristbands, everybody.
I'll be brief. Basically, the only or games that I have for this PS4 that I paid a great deal for are Destiny, Grand Theft Auto 5, and one independent game that I bought called Rogue Legacy. And that's not really what I bought it for. I bought it for cutting edge stuff.
You bought it for another possibly Castlevania game, maybe an RPG or two, maybe Fallout 4, Silent Hills, maybe you got it for. What am I trying to think? You got it for a lot of other things, and it's really underwhelming for you right now too, because you can put more games on it now, and you're gonna be out of memory too.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm always fighting with memory. It's horrible.
And okay, now I've got this confirmed from Mark, but does your controller die fast too?
Um, no, I actually have mine set to go off on a timer so it turns itself off.
Yeah, so do I. Mine still goes off, and I have the light set to dim it. Still,
I don't like that light. I really don't. What's the point of it?
yeah, I wish you could. Well, it's for the move. For if you have the camera, you can use move functions.
For
But I don't
what?
think any PS4 games use the move. Maybe one.
Just one?
I don't know. Personally, I don't know of any actual games, but that's what they designed it for, and it sucks you can't turn it off.
No, you can turn off that light.
You cannot. Last time I remembered, you can only dim it.
Okay, I might have to check. I might have to look back on that one, but that's a pain. That's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
And that's a big battery killer. The only thing I like about that controller is the microphone with it. That's actually how it's placed. That's not too bad. Well, even me and Mark had to plug it in every 5 times. Go, Mark, you there? Mark, check your phone. I'm messaging you. I can't get that to work at all. And okay, now do you like Destiny Riskman?
I had a lot of high hopes for the game, but much like Konami, it broke my heart.
Me and Mark. See, here's the here's the funny thing. Now, me and Mark were playing through it a lot, and we got into a problem where I'm on the last levels now, I guess, because I'm playing through with Mark. I hate how it's start the level. I'm at the exact same place again. I have to go through the exact same thing again. Here's the kicker, though, too. Mark's gonna play on easy mode. I'm gonna play on impossible mode.
And I have the
can't
most
change
points. I'm the most highest level.
And why can't I change it is beyond me. And to fix it, I have to send in a what was it? A request to fix it online?
Yeah, I think so.
And what I have to look up stuff online to figure out the game? What's the point of that? If I'm looking up stuff online of the game, why don't they just put the whole game on the computer then?
Well, the one thing that pissed me off is I bought the season pass, which only includes the first 2 DLCs, which you would think for a season pass you would get as many DLCs that comes out, not a year's span. And I tried to play like the first DLC. It was like, oh, you cannot play this. You have to level up. So I'm like, all right. So I asked my one friend, and he helped me leveling up. And him and we went through the first DLC. But come to get the second DLC, I can't play it at all. It says, oh, you have to level up. But with that level up, you actually have to get armor. It's not based on points. It's based on your armor and your weapons. Well, not even your weapons. Just basically your armor, which is bullshit, because it takes forever to get any upgraded armor in the game. You have to basically play like a raid or whatever they're called for like an hour and a half just to get like a little bump on your experience. So basically I'll probably never ever play my second DLC that I paid for, which is ridiculous.
I have a similar situation, only It was more or less that I was a lobby. I wandered in the lobby area to a corridor and found what was like a level 30 or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, really, you're gonna stash level 30s in the beginning area?
Yeah, they should have that regulated.
Are you
Even
talking
like,
about enemies? Or
Yeah, a level 30 enemy just
oh, okay.
tore me apart in like 2 shots.
Well, that's impossible though. You can't get by that. You got by it, didn't you?
that's unfair.
Well, I did do a little spelunking, to be fair. I went into a cave in the beginner area, and that's where I found this monster.
Uh, I got a lot of problems with that game. I actually know what, I can't afford to do the DLC anymore either, and it just updated a 20 gigabyte update.
Yeah.
Holy smokes! Who updated it? Did you guys update it?
I did, but I was wondering, it kept on coming up with errors. I was like, well, I know my internet connection's good, and here I looked at the error closely. It was like, oh, you don't have enough hard drive space. So I ended up deleting a lot of like the free games I downloaded that I didn't get a chance to play yet. I was like, well, I'll just delete these, and then whenever I do get around to playing them, I'll just download them because they're already in my library.
Don't take that for granted. Don't you dare take that for granted. And you know where I'm going with this one?
PT.
Yeah.
Konami. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
well, it is DR. Of course, it's DRM, which sucks.
Oh. Okay. So we're going to shift to a different topic now. If that's okay for you folks? Unless you guys want to go on about this, please do, because you guys are great.
I'm good with moving on or doing whatever.
Well, one thing I wanted to mention, it was when we were talking about the previous topic about like video games and how expensive it was.
Yeah.
Coming back from travel, I know the one game hunting video I did, I showed you my secret place where I stop at, that Shell gas station, where there's like a ton of video games
You're
they
gonna have a
have.
new subscriber. You're gonna have a new subscriber now. I think Riskman will go check you out.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
most definitely.
And
Yeah,
I
definitely
would
check out him,
I
too.
highly recommend some Riskman content, because I think next time Riskman, like when you're on, we'll get you playing some. We can get you playing a game because you can do that. You got the capture card, right?
I do not.
Okay, you can do it your way. I know your way. You can do that.
I have ways.
You
I have ways.
and we can definitely do that. So sorry. Go ahead again, Mark. I interrupted a lot. I'm a bad man.
Yeah, so I stopped in.
He says yes too.
So I stopped in and I was like, let me look at these games, and I wasn't gonna buy them because I'm trying to pay off my credit card, so I haven't been buying any games. The games I saw, what is it? The Super Mario Advance 2, the Super Mario World for GBA, $20 they wanted just for the card. I was like, that's outrageous. And then they have Final Fantasy for Nintendo, $55. I was like, what? I was like, this is outrageous. I looked at like common shit. They want like $10, $15 for like common shit that's like $3 to $5. I was like, Jesus Christ, what the hell happened?
I do have to, like, a little off the rails for like Riskman. One thing I really want you to watch is his whole motel room tour. Ugh.
The roadway in.
Yeah. Have you stayed there, Riskman?
No, can't say that I have.
I don't think you will. I really don't think so. It'll be startling. Once you see the video, you'll be like, oh my god.
What is it, haunted or something?
No, I wish it was haunted.
You know what? If it was haunted, that would be no problem at all.
That would probably be a positive.
So, now, okay, I gotta talk to both of you now. I don't know if mine will count, but we'll go with it anyway. As you two have a great, vast gaming knowledge. There's been a lot of... What is a gaming system that you believe has just really failed? Like, you were excited for this system, but it failed you miserably. I think, and we'll start with Mark. We'll start with Mark this time, if that's fair. We'll come west this time.
Is it one that you owned?
Yeah. You owned it, you could have sold it, anything. Like one that like you like I'm gonna get the system, but it failed you.
Well, I would say it would be probably a tie between the Virtual Boy and the R Zone.
The R Zone.
Yeah. Sadly, I have two of them.
Is the R Zone
The Tiger
Tiger,
console?
yeah, Tiger.
Is that thing you kind of mount to your head?
Yeah. Makes you look ridiculous.
Actually, oh, okay. I think I know. I'm gonna look it up, but go ahead.
So, well, I mean, I didn't really get much. I remember my parents bought me the R Zone when it first came out.
Oh, so you have a
And
Virtual Boy?
I had one, but I traded it to Nick. I think it was last year. Yeah,
He mentions his friend Nick a lot. Just
yeah. He owns a video game store, like, about 10 minutes down the street.
oh, this thing is ridiculous. This R Zone.
What?
I just looked up the R Zone. I
Oh,
thought it was something else for a second.
Oh, the Gamecom or whatever. That thing's atrocious as well. But yeah, I remember. So I remember I got it, and it makes you think when you see the commercials, like, oh my God, you're in virtual reality, but really you're just in virtual shit. It's so horrible. The freaking sound, you want to like stab your ears out. It's so bad. I was like, oh my God, like what is this? It's basically what it actually is like, you know, the Tiger handheld games. It's basically like that, but it's red and black, and you can see it in a reflective lens.
That's just like the Virtual Boy.
Yeah. Except it's not 3D. That's the sad thing. It's supposed to be virtual, but you're basically just staring at this one point.
Does that save your eyes more than the Virtual Boy, though?
It might, because your one eye has to move to the one. It like the lens will be covering your one eye, and your other eye has to move towards the other eye to look at it.
So what? You got to go cross-eyed to see this thing?
Pretty much. I guess like half cross-eyed, if you will.
That's interesting.
And the sound is god-awful.
Hmm.
I was actually thinking, like, next time I go to San Diego, I was going to try and find my loose console and bring it on the plane and, like, just and hook it up to see what the people next to me say. You probably think I'm a terrorist or something. They're like, what the hell is this guy doing?
You'll see Mark on the 6 o'clock news that day.
Yeah, right.
Guy going into the R Zone. Alright, I think Riskfin's console is going to be the PS4.
That's darn tootin'. I've
For
been
real?
very
Did I get
lucky. I've been very lucky. I've dodged a lot of bullets, like the Virtual Boy and the Dreamcast.
Oh, what's wrong with the Dreamcast?
Nothing's wrong with the Dreamcast, but it didn't succeed as a product.
Okay, I'll
Which
give you
is
that
very
one.
sad.
I'll give you that one.
Because of that, I never had one, but I can say that because I didn't have one, I didn't miss out on anything. The only thing that I've really gotten that hasn't delivered on my expectations is the PS4.
That's like, I guess that's pretty much a given because you're living that right now.
Well, it's also the most fresh in my memory too. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a Nintendo, I had a Super Nintendo, I had a Sega growing up. I didn't get the
right
N64.
there, like you just hit it on the nerve right there. Like they made games for that. There's no DLC. There's nothing in it. It's games, and it's the replay value that's bringing me back to those games. You're playing Symphony of the Night right now. What year did Symphony of the Night come out?
I think it was like 1990 something.
97 maybe? Yeah.
Okay, around there. But that's almost 15 years old, almost. And there's brand new games that are just 3 days old. And you're going back and playing this. It tells you a lot. Like right there from what you're saying, the PS4s that you download, saying a lot. Like what would you say you play the most right now?
Right now, Right now, I play a lot of PC games.
Oh, that's right, PC games.
Like, if I'm not doing a recording, I'm playing Heroes of the Storm, which is a MOBA, which I swore I would never ever play, but this one happens to have all of my favorite Blizzard characters in it.
Oh, it's by Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard about Blizzard in a really long time. Actually, I thought for some reason they went under or something.
Oh no, they're alive, kicking. They're making all sorts of money.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of someone else, not Blizzard. No. Yeah, World of Warcraft, right? No, okay, maybe it's World of Warcraft that I think is gone.
World of Warcraft is declining, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. That was my first MMO. I only got to about level 40, but there were memories there.
Oh yeah. Did you ever play Guild Wars?
I played Guild Wars 2.
Oh, the newer one. How is it?
I
I waited
had a lot
forever
of
for
fun,
that.
but MMOs just don't stick with me very long.
All right. Well, I guess it's time. Okay, does anyone want to take a guess what my thing is? Mine said that my console's disappointed me.
Mm,
Would it be the Wii U?
Could be up there, but it doesn't hit that edge.
maybe the GameCube?
No, absolutely not. GameCube rocks.
Yeah.
It could be a cube though. Mark should know this.
Hmm.
Cube.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, now I know. I know.
Hold on. We'll give Riskman a chance to try and guess it.
If I was to say cube formed and something that disappointed you, I would say perhaps the original Xbox.
Ooh, that's a good guess. Well,
I know the answer, so I'm going to keep my
not the
mouth
original
shut.
Xbox. I'll give you one more guess.
I'm drawing a blank on this one then.
Should I give him a hint?
Give him a hint.
All right. It just recently failed.
Just recently failed.
Yeah. Like it's a done deal.
I am drawing a blank.
Ooh,
Should I say it?
ooh.
Wouldn't be the CDI because that's not new.
Nah.
The Ouya.
Oh, the Ouya.
Does that even count? Can I use that?
Yeah, of course.
It's a game console.
I thought it'd be so much more. Like, I can emulate already. I can put on NES, Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, everything on my computer. So I got this box. It's supposed to do movies too, which I got maybe a couple of them, but I have to keep downloading and doing everything for the repositories. It's not working. And see, the one thing that really, really pissed me off with this thing was, as I showed Mark, the first thing you do when you turn this thing on, it wants your credit card info.
In other words, it's sort of a pay-to-play type thing.
You pay to.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay it to play anything. You have to pay for the games. Oh, okay, yeah. So you have to pay for the games, yeah, but you could go on it for free.
Yeah, they're all
You can play
demos
the
though,
games,
right?
but you cannot bypass that part. Unless you look up a test card, but still, it's even tedious. If you have no Wi-Fi, you ain't getting on board at all. It's like... It's just... it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I haven't heard many good things about the Ouya. I just didn't think about it because
What have you heard
I
with
didn't
it?
suspect too many people had it.
Um, sorry, I just had to do something. Okay. Actually, okay. Here's another thing too. The HDMI cord is like 2 feet short, which you just have to move it around somewhere. But it's tedious to move. It's just tedious. Like I have to put this over here, or something like that. And then, what was gonna say? No, like right away from the first off, like I got the idea. I was like, oh yeah, this is so cool. Open up the box, hook it up, turn it on. Okay, I have Wi-Fi. Okay, not overly big deal. Next part, credit card. What? What do you want my credit card for? No, it skipped. I'm, where's the skip? I can't skip this. No, I have to actually use my card, which I'm not safe with anything online with that aspect. Do you guys have your cards hooked up to your consoles or anything?
Well, I mean, for my PlayStation monthly account, I do have it set up so I can play games for cheaper, but
But
I
Sony
haven't.
does. Sony's name is a bit out there. It's more, like, but they're not gonna flop the next day.
True, but they have been hacked on multiple occasions for that
Yeah.
information.
They have, yeah. I guess they weren't gonna reverse anybody either, were they?
Um, I believe that they gave everybody a free game for the hack.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I never got mine.
Call Sony.
It's
So,
ridiculous.
do you have your stuff information hooked up to the consoles?
Just on the PlayStation,
Okay,
which
like
I think I might take off and just link up my PayPal account. Just haven't gotten around to doing it yet.
see that like now Ouya's Android based still too, but still it's something new. It's like, well, right away put your card. What if this was for someone's kid, and you go like, here's a little wristband going, Mommy, can you please give me a credit card info so I can put it on my Ouya? Well, what's your mom gonna say? No.
Yeah, of course.
Like if I asked my parents, they do that. They would be, ha ha ha. No. So guess what you do with your? Guess what then? What happens to Ouya then? That's it. It goes no further than that. You're done. Well, yeah, no Wi-Fi. You're done there too.
Hmm.
Well, it goes back to the whole argument you made earlier about how when you buy a game, you should have that game. No DLC or anything to that effect.
Exactly. You only have. I gotta look quickly. Does not have that much internal storage. Granted, some of the games aren't that big, but I gotta look at Mark's messages because I sent it to him.
Wasn't it 15 gigs, I think?
No.
Or
It's even lower. I think it was 8.
It was either 8 or 15, from what I remember.
Ooh yeah. Memory or storage 8 gigabytes internal flash memory. Not overly big, but you have to do the SD card, which you have to have. Actually, has to be the proper kind too, or it's not going to work.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we got over memory cards after the PS2.
Yeah, that's right too.
I wish.
Actually, I don't know now. I think I might be missing the memory card because it would save you space on your console. So
Yeah.
it's just actually now too. You can't see me holding it, but the controller, you have the controller. It's not bad. It's clunky as hell, but you open up both sides. You put batteries in there. But now I have no ribbon in my battery, so I have to take a knife and somehow force the battery out when it's done. Not ideal. Not ideal at all.
That sounds like a total pain.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Like you might accidentally break your controller or something, and then you have the Ouya. Like I can barely get the N64 emulator. But I can't get that working. I got Dreamcast working. It took me a bit, but I still got it working. And if you look online too, there's like no videos to show you what to do with this. And it's pretty much just like a big Android phone on your TV. It's clunky. It doesn't work sometimes. You gotta find stuff. It's not ideal, and it failed.
Hmm.
I got a cold, ladies and gentlemen. Got the flu. If you could hear that. So the Ouya was not really. It wasn't great, and now it's failed.
You know, I always feel bad when products fail because somebody believed in that product.
Oh, I
Someone,
do too. Absolutely, you're right.
Yeah. Well, what about the Neo Geo X? I think that has failed too.
Oh, we got another one here.
Hmm?
It took you so long.
Don't yell at me.
hello.
This is 8-bit Leprechaun here.
How's it going, guys?
You got Riskman 2982, and you got, of course, Mark MT Shark
Hey.
7.
Yeah, I just sent Mark my box.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was telling us about that. We're just talking about right now. I'm not sure how much longer we have here. We were just talking about the failed Ouya. Like you've heard of the Ouya stuff, right?
Failed what?
The Ouya.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Not much. Once I heard about failure, I stopped listening.
Are you walking somewhere?
No, I'm not walking. I am outdoors at a little bit of a get together.
May I just interject? It looks like your footage is something out of like Cloverfield or Blair Witch Project or something.
I am outside and it's dark. I hope this doesn't hurt it.
No, that's fine. Actually, you know what you can do? You can turn your camera off. Actually, I totally forgot.
I don't want to turn it off. I want everybody to see me in my gloriness.
Fair enough. He does have a sexy beard though. He
Well,
does.
I'm partial to face cam or those Blair Witch first person camera things anyway. So leave it on as far as I'm concerned.
Perfect.
So we're gonna go. You know what? I guess we'll start with Brad. You don't mind if I call you Brandon, right?
No, call me whatever you want. My wife does.
Well, because this is the first episode here, so we're just gonna talk about. Why don't you tell us some of the nostalgic gaming you have, and how you grew up going into gaming?
Well, thinking back, obviously, lots of Mario. But I wasn't a big fan of sharing. And I got my hands on The Simpsons versus the Space Mutants, and I was absolutely addicted to that. And I've just been a fan of the NES ever since.
It's pretty cool. How old were you?
I was 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there. We were old enough to. I was probably 10, 11. It wasn't very long though. A couple summers where we were able to bean walk and stuff, and that's when my siblings started earning their own money and bought their own items.
So I'll tell you guys a story about The Simpsons and me. I used to watch the show all the time, right?
Yeah.
Then I got banned from it because my mom said I'm turning into Bart. She's like, no, that's it. You're not watching this no more. And I guess I had a total attitude change, which I was thankful for, because I guess I could have turned into a real big asshole, but I didn't. So that's that.
That's hilarious.
So we're going to. Did we get. Okay, Wrestling, we got your system, right? It was a PS4, right?
Yep.
Okay, Brandon, what game console, system, handheld, anything that you were excited for that's really disappointed you?
That really disappointed me.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, the Wii.
Yeah.
Like I think they focused too much on party-based games in the early formation before they focused on like what Nintendo was strong with, which was like single-player action. Like they went really.
I hated the motion controls too.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with party games, but it really turned into a party system fast, and nobody played it after like 3 months of owning it.
Okay, guys, here's one. Like, look at all the Just Dances they had, and the Guitar Heroes, and the Rock Bands they had. Holy shit, they flooded the market with those.
Yeah, well, with every system they did, really.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, that was like, I swear to God, like I think every month for a while it's like another Rock Band. Like,
Yep.
okay, like if they bring a Rock Band game, okay, but this is the whole freaking set.
Yeah, every band from the late '80s had their own edition.
That's a lot. I mean, I think Riskman still plays with his Rock Band every day, don't you?
Oh, no.
With some AC/DC?
If only I had the money for that sort of product.
It's, I don't know. Oh, you, Mark, you're still swinging on Just Dance, are you?
Nah. Me and my girlfriend were playing Just Dance for the Wii like 2 years ago, but then we stopped playing it. It was just too repetitive.
Nothing wrong with it, but I was getting. They didn't. Actually, I think maybe it's them. They didn't fall under, did they? I'm really not sure.
No,
I don't think they fell under so much as people just stopped buying their games and they stopped making them.
I know that my daughter and I played the crap out of Dance Central about a day and a half ago.
I mean, it's nice and everything. I just remembered I did that in my Q&A. It was how that I can't remember the question. It was something like that. It was something like what game's overrated. And it took me a while to get out of my head because I was doing it at Steve's place. I'm like, you know what? I don't know. So I came home. I thought about it more. I'm like, you know what? The Just Dance, because I remember every single month. So here we go, another one. It's like, huh? Holy smokes! Oh, okay, perfect. You guys see the new, like coming out now with another PlayStation paint scheme?
What?
It's just for the whole system, like another whole system. It's PS4, another whole system. The only thing different about it is the paint scheme, and of course it'll be updated.
I haven't seen that.
No, I didn't either.
Either.
Is it a slim model?
No, it's the exact same thing. All it has is it's the PS. It has the PS1 paint scheme on it.
Huh.
Wait, isn't
I saw Taco Bell's coming out with a gold edition.
Yeah, I saw that too. Man, that's like, that aggravates me sometimes a bit. Kind of like, well, can't you how about put some games out already? Like, we got console after console, or like just like upgrade the system or something. Put 2 terabytes in it.
Oh yeah.
It's like you don't have a PS4, do you, Brandon?
No, I don't have anything after PS2. I just had no faith in the system after how sloppy PS2 was for such a long time.
This guy. Oh.
And I have no problems with people enjoying the system. I just had no.
Did he just get captured? Well, I think he just got captured.
Captured? What'd I do?
Oh no, he's still there. I cut out for a second. Oh man, there's. What's everyone's favorite game system again? I got N64. Everyone knows that. Mark?
Odyssey 2.
Briskman?
Favorite one? SNES.
Yeah, I should have known that too. You know why? It's Chrono Trigger stuck in my head.
Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI. The epitome of the RPG as far as I'm concerned.
Final Fantasy VI was on SNES?
Well, it was FF3, I guess, when it was released here in the States initially.
Yes.
You're gonna have to explain that to me. Oh, never mind. I know what you're talking about now. I think.
Yeah, they didn't bring over 2, 3, or 5. So in America, we got Final Fantasy 1, which was actually Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, which was actually Final Fantasy 4, and then Final Fantasy 3, which was actually 6.
Yes.
That always gets me confused for some reason. Because, like, you know what? Like, there's so many games out there we never got to. Like, the Goemon series, like I was talking about earlier. Goemon rocks. Who here's played Goemon?
I never did.
Well, y'all spoke at once. I heard on with you. I know, Briskman you have, right?
No, I haven't.
You've never played Goemon?
No. Oh wait. Is that the
Konami.
Legend of the Mystical Ninja?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yes, I have.
Have you, Brandon?
I picked it up for the N64, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet, sadly.
You gotta plug that in and give it a shot. It's pretty good. I'd say don't do it around the kids. I guess I had it when I was a kid, but see, I was not allowed to play 007 for a long time. My dad's like, no. I wasn't even allowed to play. What's it called? If you look back at it now, Resident Evil 1 was not allowed to go near that. I had a strict family growing up, but it worked out. Did you say you played Mystical or Goemon, Mark?
No, I never played it.
Well, you get that. You definitely got to try that one because that did not. It didn't really come out. It didn't really come out in North America here. And like I don't know what's gonna happen with it now because I don't know what's Konami going on. What about Bomberman? Anyone play Bomberman?
I had a chance to play Bomberman for the 360 today.
Bomberman for the 360. Oh yeah.
I thought that was cool. I had never seen that before. I picked up a lot of stuff today, but I had never seen Bomberman for the 360. That was kind of cool to see in that not really first person, kind of like first and third person kind of view.
Oh, I think you're talking. Is it like real life? Like looks like Halo?
Yes and no, kinda, yeah. It's kind of like in the view of a person shooter, which was kind of neat, actually.
Yeah, I think it's the. Oh, I'll send you a picture of it later on. I think it's the real life one. Because there's a real life one and then the regular cartoon one. The real life one's like, hey, okay, you know.
Yeah, the real life one looked. I don't know if it's called like 0 Hour. I don't remember what it was called, but it was Bomberman something for the 360, and it looked cool.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look that up. Talk amongst yourselves, folks. I'm gonna look that one up.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it bombed. All right.
You mean the 360 one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was very bad.
Oh, F-Zero?
No, the Bomberman for the 360 was a horrible game.
Was it? It
That's
looked.
what I heard.
I obviously never played
Yeah,
it, but
yeah. Oh god, yeah, no, god, no. 3 out of 10. Wow. No, because if you're playing, okay, well, if you're playing it and you have nothing and you know nothing about the Bomberman series, it might be okay. But if you're playing it, know everything about the Bomberman series, you're like, no.
it's definitely not the top-down view like the Bomberman puzzle.
No, it's. I don't know what they're thinking. It's like when they did Dragon Ball Z, a real life version. Did anybody here not watch Dragon Ball Z?
I used to watch Dragon Ball Z like up until like I stopped watching it in the Cell Saga, like that time frame.
Man, it's been so long since I've seen that.
I watched up until the beginning of the Boo Saga myself.
I'm assuming Marcus never watched Dragon Ball Z.
No, I never watched it. I was thinking of looking up and see if it's on Netflix. Still waiting for the page to load.
It should be. Because I think Mark's the oldest out of all of us.
I'm 32.
He's the oldest. Well, do we all agree?
Nope, I got you beat.
I was
Okay.
born. I'm 33.
I'm the youngest here.
Okay, I might be tied. I might be tied with somebody.
August of '82 was my month.
I got you beat by a few months.
Okay, so there. So, oh no, wait. You know, this is making sense. Oh, gentlemen. Any Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons?
Start you can.
Oh, we lost him.
Um,
No, he'll be back though.
Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons. I remember watching some way back in the day.
Like Underground?
Oh no, I'm talking like. I don't even know if there was a special name for him other than Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic X?
Here, hold on a second. Let me look that up here.
Yeah, so Dragon Ball Z is not on Netflix.
It's not?
Nope.
That's surprising.
Yeah. They have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Naruto, Digimon, Full Metal Alchemist. They have like everything but a
Alchemist is on there. Oh. That's pretty cool.
Pokemon the series, Black and White? Never heard of that one.
Say that one more time.
Which one?
What you just listed off.
Oh, the Pokemon series, Black and White? Is that the one you were talking about?
How's your Pokemon knowledge, Risman?
Very limited. I never caught them all.
I'm trying to think. Sorry, this is lame. I'm trying to think. Okay, well, go on, folks. I'm gonna open the floor for discussion now. If there's something you guys want to talk about or bring up, something gaming related, go ahead.
Well, I got a topic.
Oh, jeez. Go ahead.
No, it's a good one. It's So, what was your most disappointing moment in, I guess, video games or like purchasing or anything like in the past?
Is he trolling us or something here?
No.
It's another shot going, come on, more Konami news. More Konami news.
No. Look. Like for me, I'll start. For me, it was
Just kidding too, by the way.
when I wanted to. When the Dreamcast came out, I always wanted that, and I remember that Christmas, I was pretty much certain I was getting it for Christmas, and I remember my dad was on travel, so my mom and we visited him in the hotel, and I remember we were opening our Christmas presents, and here my dad was like, I opened up everything and no Dreamcast. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. I was looking, I was like, I thought I was going to get a Dreamcast. And my dad was like, oh, wait, we have something here. So he gave me this other package to open up. Here it was a VCR. December of 1999, I got a VCR. No Dreamcast.
Oh, man.
I was so disappointed.
Did you get anything else with that VCR?
I got, I think The Matrix and, what was it? Who Framed Roger Rabbit on VHS.
At least it was a good movie.
Yeah.
So what about you, Riskman?
I can't really say that I've had any severe disappointments other than what I've already listed. I've been very lucky. I've dodged a lot of bullets.
Okay, we're gonna have to fudge this one for you then. What about okay? I might have to go. I might have to go next on this one just to get here we go. Look who we got now.
What's up, boys?
Hello.
Steve.
So, do you know what the question is, Steve?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm turning the camera off, by the way.
You turned my camera off?
Yeah, it's a theme for the show.
Okay.
Okay, so we're talking about. I guess okay. Well, let Steve go next because he's one of the main co-hosts of the show. Where the show is, you're invited, and you're gonna come in when you come in. You guys will be the regulars. You guys are the regulars because I talk to you all the time. I talk to Mark the most, apparently. That's a shot. That's a shot at Steve. No, I don't know if he gets that or not. Okay, so.
I talk to Mark the most.
Okay, so. What was the question again, Mark? I'm blank.
What was like the most
Oh yeah, that's right.
most disappointing I guess video game moments, like collecting wise?
We just have to. We have to like. Okay, here we go. Well, I wanted the Majora's Mask bundle because I grew up from Majora's Mask was my favorite game. The only way I was gonna get that was if I had to stock the internet, I had to stock my stores. I'm a busy guy. I can't really do that all the time. So I went up to. I just happened to find out when it was gonna come out because my friend got an email because he works at the store and said, "Oh, this is when it's gonna be out for pre-order." I got there and it was already too late. There he goes. He's back now.
Welcome back.
Hey.
What's
Are
up,
you,
lady?
are you driving?
I'm not. I'm riding. My wife is driving.
This guy is unique.
Get on my level.
So we were okay. So I'll just continue. So like I was messaging. Actually, I was messaging this with Steve too for this bundle because he wanted it too. So like, okay, well, we're gonna have to somehow pull off a miracle, make this happen. The day it comes out for pre-order, I skip in line because Nintendo doesn't produce enough of them out there. So I was like, oh fuck, whatever. Like, I missed out. And the store didn't even open yet, and I got a call. It's from Steve, and I answered the phone. He's like, "I got you one." I thought he was pulling mine for a second. I'm like, "Oh, thank you." I was waiting for something to say, "Oh no, I'm just joking. We got screwed by this." So we did it. But
My store
He
only
actually-
had 5 of them.
I thought it was only 4 or 3.
Or maybe... No, I think 5. I bought 2 of them.
Still, like five people in your whole town.
Yeah, I live in a city of 80, 90,000 people.
5. The only special exception to video is Brandon, because he is special and he's in a car.
That's cool.
And hold on a second, and oh, by the way, hey, I can say congratulations on the wedding, guys. You're
There
in
was a
trouble,
wedding?
aren't you? Yeah, Brandon got married not too long ago.
Oh, congratulations.
He's now forever ball and chained. It's okay, I am too.
It's not so bad.
Not forever ball and chain. It's forever chained and bald.
That's right.
There you go. So anyway, you know what? Like that Nintendo just dicked me on that one. That was a dick move for it, and I was the only thing I was happy is Steve was able to get it. Like he was just able to get it.
And we got it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and you know what? I was like, I'll never do it again. So like, there's no more GameCube bundle or nothing. So who's next? Like, okay, so something like that. There you go. Something like that, Riskman.
I really don't have anything. Like I said, I've been very lucky.
Is there? We will make you answer this question. No. Is there so? Okay. What is the most disappointing moment you had of video gaming?
Um, hmm.
Hey, mine is epic.
If I had to pick one single defining moment where I was slightly disappointed, it's when the follow-up series to Star Fox back on the SNES ended up not being very good.
Oh man, I think I know what you mean.
I don't remember the name of the game anymore, but it was supposed to have that 32X chip or whatever it was, 3DFX or whatever it was called, I forget. And it was supposed to be space age, just like Star Fox was. I rented it, played it, and I brought it back that very day.
I think Steve did the same thing.
What's the game called?
I wish I could remember. Here, let me dig that up really quick.
It was a follow-up to Star Fox?
It wasn't in the Star Fox universe, but it was kind of like from the same
Probably honestly
group.
too.
Huh.
So, what about you, Brandon? Disappointing video gaming memory. Mark's is gonna be pretty hard to top here.
Yeah, it is pretty epic.
Mark was expecting a Dreamcast, but he got a VCR.
For Christmas.
I was sitting here trying to think of that, actually. My most disappointing video game anticipation, I guess you would say, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Honestly, like, I can only think back recently, and I would probably say the Call of Duty series. No, I take that back. Halo. After Halo 2 and Halo 3, I really got annoyed that. Otherwise, more retro, I wasn't really bothered with anything.
I think we caught that. I don't mean that. Like, I lost interest after Halo 3.
Once they started bringing like jump packs and bubble shields into Halo, I really got disinterested.
Yeah, they've done too much of it too. It's like, okay, like they're trying. It's like they're trying to find an identity for it too now.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve, you can't use Majora's Mask now either. Do you want me to repeat the question, because I know you might have forgotten because you got too much stuff in the hard drive there?
My most disappointing video game moment.
Okay, we'll give him credit for that.
If I'm going by recent memory, I think when I went to pre-order the Smash Brothers bundle and I couldn't get it, I was really pissed off. So I lost out on that. I didn't get the multi-adapter thing and all that with it.
And it's never coming back. It's never going to come.
I wanted the big box, right? But yeah, I was kind of disappointed I didn't get that. I lost out on it. They sold out within, what was it, 20 minutes or something?
Like, people who are on people who work or in school and stuff like that, well, they got they're not going to get it.
That's why I don't collect amiibos, because I didn't want to be disappointed.
I say that I totally agree.
Yeah, so the hell with amiibos.
That was
Down with amiibos.
Yeah, that's what I say.
I think Brisbane has about a few amiibos.
I have 4. I do have 4 amiibos, but yeah.
I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have 3.
I have 3 too.
That's 3 too.
That's a nice picture.
I love that picture. Oh, shit.
Okay, Riskman, it's your turn. Your question for all of us to answer.
Well, we've been pretty negative so far, I think, in the gaming industry. Let's think about our most positive influence in video games. What game or gaming moment really defined your experience in something positive? Some very positive thing for you.
Konami making Symphony of the Night? So take out 2 with 1. Who wants to start that off?
I'll start. Because I can go by recent memory again. I'm old. I forget shit.
You sure do.
A defining moment in gaming history for me, in my gaming history, is the day I got my Virtual Boy.
That was a great day.
I was overwhelmed.
Can we just tell him the confession of it?
+1 for SlashersElite on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. He's lucky I answered him in school. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do it. We were doing nothing anyway, though. But I do that for any one of you guys, too.
Yeah, that was
So
sweet.
that's it? You're not going to elaborate on that? That's it?
Yeah, I think so.
Brandon, go ahead. You're next. What the hell is Steve? Oh, I gotta ask the quick question. Steve, did you visit Ochuck Farms today?
No,
Okay.
I'm straight as an arrow.
Straight as an arrow. Okay, Brandon, something joyful, because Richmond thinks we're negative.
I don't think we're negative. It's just our topics have been about negative things.
That is true.
They have been.
What do you want me to give you a joyfulness? What would you like me to give you that is joyful?
I
Can't hear you. Can't hear you
completely
very
up
well.
to you.
What's the question, I guess?
What's a very positive defining moment for you in video games? What video game event or game in particular has been positive in your eyes? The most positive.
Wow. Honestly, almost any first-person shooter. I don't know why, but I get a really good kick of first-person shooters.
Follow up to that, because you mentioned first-person shooters, I happen to play a lot of Quake back in the day. Are you familiar with that game at all?
Yes. I have played plenty of Quake, yes.
Nice.
Probably the first one I played was Wolfenstein on the PC.
Oh, yes!
Hmm.
We got another one, Mark. We got another
Yeah.
one.
I didn't play a whole lot of it, but I did play it, and it definitely intrigued me.
That's awesome. So I think Riskman, you gotta answer your own question now. I'm going in order from how it shows it on the line here, by the way.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go with recent memory, like
You guys
BC
that
Retro
old?
Gamer
You
there.
guys can't remember anything?
Well, I've got a lot of memories, but this one in particular, for me, seeing Bloodstained get as positive and as funded as it did shows game developers, in my humble opinion, that there is still a market for console games, and 2.5D games. To me, that's a... Uh-oh, I think we just lost somebody.
Brandon went AWOL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe he took a pit stop.
AOL, America Online.
No, you know what? I remember we were talking about that whole Bloodstain 2. I remember. I think I tweeted you, or I was talking to you, and it was when they first announced it, Bloodstained.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that was super cool. I mean, like that's something we've been waiting for years.
Well, it's not Castlevania, but it shows the developers that there's still a market for these games.
Are you going to play online with me?
Of course.
Oh my! I cannot wait for that. What's expected to come out next year?
2017, I believe.
Okay. That's a bit off. That's a couple of years, but I'm pumped for that. That'd be exciting. And you know what? That's gonna be really interesting. What the future of the PS4 is gonna be from then at that point. I'm sorry, am I being negative again?
No, not at all.
All right, Mark. Something's got to top that VCR.
Yeah. I would say probably Blood for the PC. It's definitely one of my all-time favorite PC games. It got me into like other genres, into like the gaming and PC game industry.
That's pretty cool. I think like I started a lot too with PC gaming too before I got way more into consoles too. I remember that with my mom and everything. I mean, I guess it's my turn now, isn't it? Someone say my turn.
Jeff, it's your turn.
Thank you, guys. Okay, something positive, eh? This could be positive. This could be a positive. Like I could go on all day. I could think of so many positive, good things. You know, every memory I've had with the and pardon me, Steve, and I will boot you out of this here if I hear one little moan from you. Everything from the N64.
N64. Okay, I'll give you that.
We're going from here. We'll go. On the NES, you have Super Mario 1, 2, and 3, beautiful games. The Legend of Zelda, beautiful game. Castlevania, a pain in the ass, but a beautiful game. And you have there's a whole bunch of great stuff on there. Then you go to the SNES, and they evolved from there too. Granted, only maybe one Mario game. We have All Stars, which you can finally save. It's like more. You go beat those games now that you want to beat, and everything else. And then here we go. Finally go to the N64. Put in Super Mario 64. Load it up, and you're like, whoa, where am I? Walking around the castle. Everywhere it's just like, holy smokes. And just imagine now, again, go back to 1995. And you got Super Mario 64, but it's a side-scrolling game. You're going to be thinking, didn't I just play this on the past two calls? What's so funny, Steve?
I was yawning.
Oh, okay. So you go back, and you're like, didn't I just play this on the Super Nintendo? I played this on the NES. Click off. And from there, it's just where I'm getting out. And then you have The Legend of Zelda. Oh, man. And then you have a game that Riskman has not played, which is Castlevania 64. Correct, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Emulate that. You can emulate it on computer easily. It'd be okay. And you know what? Okay, I'll talk to you later. So, and then you're playing those games. You have Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing, Goemon. You have all these games, and it's just a different perspective, different development of everything. It's amazing. I just think it's so cool.
I see.
Awesome, Jeff. Awesome.
I mean, that was just. Those are the best. Those are the best days I'll ever have gaming. Can I give like another question, then we'll wrap it up for tonight? Because I think Richmond wants to go to bed too. He was watching the Canuck game.
I just got here.
Well,
I can be up as late as you guys like me to be up. Don't worry about it. I got in a nap before this. That's actually why I was a little late.
Actually, the person who's on the most, it's 3 o'clock in the morning for Mark now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you still awake, Mark?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Having a good time?
Yeah.
Alright. So, I forgot what I was going to say. Okay. What would be the most triumphant moment? Like something, okay, it'd be a video gaming moment that you played a game, and it, like, the video game memory, how do I say this? Okay, I'll just go with my a moment I had. Me and my friends were playing Mario Party 4, but it was kind of a modish type, right? Because that's what we did back in the day. And we were down pretty early, 10-0 in stars. Which is kind of like, whoa, Mike, well, almost kind of a kiss of death there, right? But we had a roaring comeback. We got lucky a couple times, a couple of lamps, and we got lucky. And the final mini, have any of you guys played Mario Party 4?
yes.
No.
Okay, there's one. It's not a mini game there, but the mod type we did, it's called Panels of Doom, right? So it just 1 to 10, right? And what you stand on the panels, and someone rolls a dice. And this was on. It was for a star. And we were tied 10-10. No. Okay, no, we were going for the next star. It was 9-10. So we got it. We would have tied, and then I can't remember if it went to tiebreaker or not. We never really got that far because tiebreaker wasn't really that. But anyway, everyone got knocked out. It was me and my friend, nine stars versus 10 stars, on the last 2 panels. I think it was a 3 and a 5. I'm like, what do we do? What do we do? We'll go on whichever number it was. I'll say 5 for now because I can't remember. So we'll go on 5. He's on 3. I roll the dice. Back the dice. Down we go. It was a 5. And it was the closest comeback ever video gaming we would have ever had. And I just remember after that, I was just staring like, defeat. Major defeat. And Rispman's so angry at me right now because I was being negative.
No, I'm not angry at all.
You know what I'm playing to, right?
Yes, I do.
No, but honestly, it was a great memory, and it was just so close. So what about you guys? And we'll go in order, so we're going this way, with Mark.
I would say when me and my friends would play Fusion Frenzy.
Yeah.
We always had a great time playing it. And yeah, it was like actually would prove that like some of my friends, they weren't really into games. Like they never played video games ever, and they like loved that game.
Wow. It's pretty cool. Hey, come to Mark's house. Show you some games.
I have too many.
Alright, buddy. What up? Oh, it's Rispman's turn.
Okay. If I was to pick an instance where I was having a great experience in a game, I'm not sure I fully understand the question, but
We'll go with
I
that.
was playing Quake 1 one day, and I was just getting obliterated by the same guy over and over and over again. I just could not topple his homing rockets. But I managed to grapple him with the grappling hook, because this was a mod that had homing rockets and grappling hook. And I finally snagged him, which was pretty much guaranteed death for him. I watched him try to drag me into a big pile of lava. I let go and watched him jump in by himself, and it was very satisfying.
Wow. Just must have been just standing up on the couch like victory.
Well, computer share, but yeah.
How do you spell leprechaun?
I don't know.
I think I got it. How do you spell BC Retro Gamer?
BCRG.
I mean, Oh yeah, Steve. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
What? I didn't answer this question yet.
No, someone want to load the hard drive for him. It's I don't know. Answer how you feel.
What was the question of a good gaming experience?
Sure. And keep it gaming related, Steve.
Okay. Okay. Off of recent memory, I tend to go there a lot. Really good gaming experience I had was playing through The Last of Us.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say GoldenEye 64, but okay.
No, that was a fucking horrible experience.
If you guys don't know the story, go on,
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah, you beat everybody 10-all, I know. So anyway, yeah, with Last of Us, that was the first game in a long time that really pulled me into the story, and I literally every day I played that game until I beat it. Like I just played it right through every day. And my wife, she watched me play the whole game. Like even she was pulled into it, pulled
That's
into the
pretty
whole
cool.
story. Yeah,
It's cool when you get like the other person involved too. So you're just sharing it. Just sharing it
she
too.
was right there for the whole thing, and like she didn't do any of the controls or anything, but she'd like help me out doing stuff and oh go over there, or whatever, right? And we sat and we played that thing straight through until we
That's
beat
what
it.
he says.
Yes, sir.
Do we believe Steve, folks?
I'll choose to believe him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine then. So I guess we'll continue a bit. Why not? But if you guys do have to go too, you could bow. I just say, say goodbye. And then yeah. Did you ever get that? Or am I talking weird?
You're talking weird.
No, I'm fine.
Steve's pulling the chain. Okay, Steve, we should give us a general question to ask us.
A general question.
Yeah, something that you could that you'll ask us.
Okay. Do you want me to say it?
No, I want you to put it in your mind and let us read your mind and think about it.
Okay.
No, absolutely not, Steve. I will never make an Chuck Farm games.
Okay, here's a question for you
I'll tell you guys
guys.
what that is off air.
Okay, first of all you guys collect retro games, right?
Yes.
I actually am not a collector. It's too rich for my blood.
Well, this is a question that has to do with that. You can choose to answer if you want, which I know your answer already. But anyway, do you guys see yourselves still collecting retro games 5 years from now with the prices going up the way they are?
God, I don't know.
Think about that.
We'll go with Mark. Go ahead.
Probably not. I mean, especially how cheap I am. I mean, I shared my experience earlier, but to reiterate, when I was coming home from travel on Friday, I stopped at the one place, and the games have gone up ridiculous. Like, I could not believe that Super Mario Advance 2, the Super Mario World, was $20 for the GBA, just loose.
Holy jeez.
And the Final Fantasy for NES was like 50 or $60. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I think that's a $15 game, if I remember correctly.
Well, they're asking $20 for Mario Duck Hunt now.
Oh.
Even I think
Oh, sorry.
Super Mario World, that's gone up. Isn't that like 15 or 20?
It's 20 or 25 here.
God, that's a packing game. That should be like free.
Yeah. Even Sonic 2 is 10 or 15 bucks now.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Jesus. All right, Russ.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's why I can't get into collecting, is I just... Okay, I'll paint you a small picture if I may. So I've been playing, like I mentioned earlier, a game called Heroes of the Storm quite a bit when I'm not doing recording for my channel. And it took 3 months of convincing from other people that play the game for me to actually pay money to play Heroes of the Storm, as opposed to just playing for free. I'm a little bit of a cheap mofo.
What's wrong, Steve? Oh, Chuck got your tongue?
No,
I guess that's up to me now to answer, isn't it?
I think so.
You know, that's a really good question. Right now, okay, here, I'll say this. Look around at like we'll go back to you guys again. I won't just answer like a quick answer, but if you guys go to a thrift store, are you seeing that like games are being treated differently now as opposed to what they were, and how according to the thrift store it doesn't really seem like it's holding up its name now to a thrift store?
oh, totally here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Every time I go to a thrift store and I see a video game, on the off chance I do actually see a game, they want a ridiculous amount for it, and I can't justify it.
Of course.
Like, if it's getting so bad in my
Are you
town.
Mark? Are you on the line? Are you Mark?
Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. No. I know what you're saying, though. It's getting really bad in your town that even the resellers and even the people who are doing garage sales are getting really cutthroat now.
Yeah, and even like sports games at the thrift store are $10.
Yeah, they're going up now, too.
Like, these are Xbox games, PS2 games. NHL 07 on the PS2 is like $10. Like, who the hell's gonna pay that?
It's crazy.
Sorry, Mark, you go. I shouldn't have cut in line there.
I'm just kidding.
I know, like even the one thrift store around my way, it used to be games you could get for real cheap, and now they have it. I think last time I was there, they have everything behind the counter, and you actually have to talk to an associate to actually look at the games now, and they racked up their prices. It's like ridiculous.
See, now, like, and this is where a fellow told me that when you go to a game store, the people that have gotten those games, they've had to pay for those games. Where a thrift store, they didn't, and they're just looking up online here. Like, no, I don't mind. Steve can do what he likes, but I don't use these price charts because I don't know where to get. They're grading it something. I don't know what they grade it. Like depreciate the game, if the game's depreciated, the popularity of the game, something like that. I can't do that because it's like, so like we're getting a pressure like let's say Mark had a cup collection or something, okay? And okay, hold on. Okay, let's say Mark had a VCR collection, okay? And there's a price chart. Now, hold on a second now. Mark can go download these movies for free, and they're about 30 years old that they barely work still now. So, what are we? We're just paying for something that's popular. Like, look at the price of Shinoom when Shinoom was announced. That skyrocketed because it went popular. The thrift store, they're getting these stuff for free.
Yeah.
And it's a thrift store. Maybe a little. Okay, because in the picture, Mark's daughter. Let's say she's now 10 years old. Goes with Mark or Dad into the thrift store and sees a PlayStation 1. It's like, Dad, look at this. And you tell her, oh, I remember playing that when I was a kid. You played PS1 when you were a kid, right?
Yeah, I still have my modded PS1.
And she's like, wow, you actually played that, Dad? You're really that freaking old, Dad? Like that. I'm like, can we get this? And you look at the price tag, it says $50 on it. And you're like, I can't, that's too expensive.
PS1.
Yeah, sure. And this would be like if we're going natural years, that'd be 10 years from now, I think. So it's just like it's ridiculous now. Like we used $100 in gas actually driving around from thrift stores in Valley Village and stuff like that. I was like, you know what? I can't do it no more. I
That's
give up.
crazy.
I just gave up. Like eBay, I can't do eBay no more. It's like when I started YouTube 10 years ago, these prices were they were reasonable, they were fine, they were respectable. But now with the emergence of everything, it's gone. It's through the roof now.
Dude, I buy at the thrift stores now?
Toys.
No. Cassette tapes.
Oh, yeah, you can join Mark and his cassette tapes too.
I've been buying cassette tapes. They're 99 cents. And it's a win-win because my car only plays cassette tapes. So I buy cassette tapes, put them in the car, and listen to them. They're 99 cents. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's something that's just. See, that's fine. That's a fine price for a thrift store.
I think we'll spend $4 on cassette tapes and get a week's worth of listening out of it.
Yeah, some White Snakes.
White Snake, yeah. I just picked that one up.
That's right, we did.
Remember one of the first tapes I ever had, and I'm sorry to talk out of turn, was
just kidding.
Metallica, Master of Puppets, and I think I played that thing till I burned a hole through the tape.
Oh, wow.
That's great. Metallica. No, they still even going?
I don't even know.
Yeah, there's like actually, Steve, did you get the official? How old was Bon Scott?
Oh, I looked it up and I forgot.
Well, look it up again.
Okay.
Now, can we all? You know, I know Risby knows. You know Bon Scott, right, Mark?
I forget, who's he? I'm not really familiar with the...
AC/DC. He's the first singer for AC/DC.
Oh, okay.
So he had a great voice. Like, right, Riskman, he had a great voice.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It just sucked. Like, did you ever listen to Quiet Riot?
Yes, I did.
That guy had a great voice too, you know. Did you hear what happened to him? Do you hear what he did?
No, I have no idea.
He just OD'd himself. He just kept taking drugs after drugs after drugs. That's it.
That's a darn shame.
He had like a great voice. You can tell like after a while. I remember listening to an old show, then one of his live shows. Like, whoa! I think it was Kevin DeBrow. I think his name was. I can't remember now. Well, Steve, it's taking so long.
Bon Scott would be 69 years old if he was still alive today.
Well, that doesn't answer my question. But
Oh, what was your question? You wanted me to look up Bon Scott.
how old was he when he died?
Oh, how old is... Oh, for fuck's sakes, he was like... He died in 1980. He was 34 years old.
Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah. And he had a great voice. But you know what? That's the way he wanted to live his life. Anybody got objections to that?
Nope.
Well, my thought is, I mean, candle that burns twice as bright lasts half as long. But if that's really the way you wish to live, then it ain't any of my business.
Absolutely, I think that's well said. What else you guys want to talk about?
I'm actually thinking I might need to call it here in a minute. I'm getting a little tired.
Man, it's game pretty late there. I appreciate you gentlemen coming on for this epic, historic burst here. I had a really great time.
Oh,
And you guys are
Me
pretty
too.
good people.
Yeah,
You
me
know, Brandon
too.
too. Brandon's pretty cool dude too. Yes, Mark, you're a great guy.
So are you.
And I'll get PS Plus again. We'll play NHL.
Okay, no rush.
I have PS Plus. Fire up your PS3.
There you go. Play. But he has a PS4 though, Steve.
I
Yeah,
have
I know.
PS3.
He has a PS3 doll, so.
I bought it on travel this week.
But you don't need PS Plus to play online.
Yeah, I still have it anyway.
All right, so we'll do I guess that's right. I talked to this with Briskman. So you gotta give me a minute to think about this. We're gonna think of some Canadianism thing that you guys might not know. I'll just start off simple. I'm pretty sure you guys know, but for the first one, I'll go to you guys easy. Do you guys know what poutine is? You can't answer, Steve. You're Canadian. You're out.
Ah.
What is that Canadian thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, actually, I showed Driskman too.
I have very limited memory. I know I saw this. I just
Kind of like
don't
Steve's
remember.
hard drive, eh?
I know what it is.
I think I remember having this conversation, and I remember asking, "Is it like Vegemite?"
That's
And
right.
that was a
thank
resounding
you.
no.
It's not. Do you have an idea, Mark?
No.
Poutine. Okay.
You don't know what poutine is, Mark?
I'll give Riskman another minute here. He might hit the old noggin in there. He might get it.
I don't think so. In my old age, I've become quite forgetful.
All right. You want to tell him, Steve?
I think give them a couple more chances here. Give them a hint.
Yeah, it will work.
Well, how am I gonna give him a hint? That'll blow it.
I don't know about that.
You give him a hint then, because I'm blank.
Okay, I think something will come to Mark's head. He will guess it correctly.
I have my money on Riskman.
I'm sending vibes Mark's way.
He said he had a picture his way. That's cheating. That is cheating.
Check your Facebook Messenger.
Okay, I'm gonna blow it now. Poutine is fries, gravy, and cheese curds.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
It is absolutely delicious, and you guys can make it at home yourself. Grate some cheese, put some gravy. It has to be hot, obviously. Gravy in there, on some fries, and enjoy.
Yeah, we use mozzarella cheese. Cheese curds are hard to find sometimes.
Now, my lactose intolerance would not appreciate me eating anything with cheese curds.
No, and the gravy.
No. I think maybe you may have to. I'd say try it once in your life. It'd be a once in a life try.
Oh, I'll try it. I'll limit my intake.
Someone on an airplane there?
Feedback.
That's good. So there you go. There's your guys' Canadian thing. That is poutine. That is a regular segment there. Gentlemen, once again, thank you very much for joining this first episode. I hope I get you all back for the next episode.
I'll most be there.
I'm gonna start that one more time again.
I might come back.
Yeah, we don't care to come back though. We'll be stiffing our Ochak arms. All right. Well, once again, thank you, gentlemen. And I'll give you guys a last. If you guys want like a last note to talk about. Last word. Sorry for all of you.
Well, thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having us, and I hope everyone's having a great evening.
I hope so. I'm really hoping so. All right, gentlemen. I'll end it that there. We had 8-Bit Leprechaun who was in there and left. He's in the car. And I think he got to his destination safely. We had BC Retro Gamer who took his ass long enough to get here, but he made it here. That's what counts.
Hey, you know, I had a good excuse. I was watching the new Terminator movie.
Bad
Oh, is that
excuse.
any good?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
No, I'm just kidding. Steve gets the invite. He's my other co-host. When he's here, he's here. He's not, he's not.
Yeah, wifey comes first.
Mm-hmm. That's for everyone. We have Risk2982, who I think next time we're gonna do. We'll get him to do a collaboration, play some games. I think you'll like that, won't you?
Oh, I always love playing games.
Absolutely. Yeah, like check it, and I know Steve must be with him. You gotta check him out too, Mark. He's
Yeah.
got really great content.
Yeah, just sub to him.
Oh,
Ooh,
thank you very much.
he's got 200 now. He does another contest now. And we had MT Shark 7, who stays at now the best hotels in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, gentlemen, and I'm from SlashersElite here. We are Gamers of the Night. There's number 1, episode 1 there. Banned right out. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a great night.
Good night,
SlashersElite.
everyone.
Good night.
Night.